What's up guys, so in this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a very convenient system in which you can produce ships from raw resources directly to the ship itself without having to do much micromanagement in between. So how this works is that first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get your ores that required for the blueprint you want. So let's see here. So we've got a ship here I want to spawn in. It's called the Vanguard. It's made by a guy called Matt Braddock on the forums. It's pretty decent all-rounder, 32k combat ship. Alright, so how this works is that you go on the blocks, click the blocks resources, and you see the list here. You see some capsules, right? So when you're out there mining, I've just came back from a mining session, but when you're out there mining, okay, so you see Certus, right? It's 3.7 million. What you do is you just divide this by 5, because you get from each Certus raw, you get 5 capsules, so you need to get 5 times less ore than it actually says here. Apart from the color capsules, which is like Dolom Tect, the ones you use to make paint, you can Google it, you can see what capsules you need to make paint. Those ones you divide by 30 because you get 30 capsules per raw resource. And then after you've got all these capsules, then you just see how much you see crystal composite, you see okay I need 7 million. You get 10 crystal composite per crystal, so just make sure that you have at least 700k of some crystal. Okay, so that's what I use. I use this when mining. I just tick off. I have like a paint editor. I just tick off each resource, and then I make sure I have each one like ice here, something you mine direct from asteroid. Metal mesh, same way. You get 10 metal mesh from each ore. All right. So basically, I've got all this stuff here. So if we go here and look into my inventory, you can see I've got all the stuff needed here. It took me about like half an hour, 40 minutes to mine all this. So I'm here. I'm done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my setup and I'll show you how this all works. Alright, so how it works, this, by the way, this idea is not my like original idea. I have tweaked it a bit, but this concept was from a guy, I can't remember his name, but it's some Dutch guy I used to play with many years ago. So how it works is that we've got a factory here for every single block in the whole game, okay? These right below here are just like custom factories for if you need something. This has nothing to do with it. So I've put a block above each one just to mark it, like what it produces, like this Bastion Charge Circuit, just so like I can easily just tweak with these. So I've got a factory producing every single block, and I've put enhancers based on what I usually use. It's really all up to you what you need. I have custom caps on them so that they only produce a certain amount of each type of block so they don't overflow. So they're constantly producing these until they cap. So currently all these factories right here that fill up to their cap. Alright? And then these factories then has the shipyard linked to them. So this shipyard is linked to all these factories. And it's also pulling stuff from the storage and capture refinery, just so it can, if there's anything here and needs to make the ship, it'll make it. So how it works is that we go on the storage, right? This storage is connected to the capture refinery, so everything we put in here will be refined. So we just put everything in here. Alright. So what will happen is these will all be refined, and the factories then linked to the capsule refinery, they'll all start producing stuff. But the thing is, they won't produce anything right now. They're just going to have to leave the capsules in here because they're all full. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the blueprint, right? Let's see, now buy blueprint, and we're going to insert this. Let me just see, like a brick boy. Alright, so we'll then create design from blueprint item, Vanguard, just type Vanguard. Alright, so we got the design loaded right here. Got the ship here, the Vanguard. Pretty beastly ship. Alright, so I've got all those raw resources, right? They're all refined. They're all just chilling in here. When I turn this shipyard on now, I'm going to tell it to construct current design. Let's to construct it. Like this. Alright, so now what it's doing is the shipyard is pulling all the blocks it needs from these factories. When the factories have run out of blocks it needs, for example, I think there's going to be something here, black basic armor here. Let's run out of some things here. Then it'll start producing them and it'll use them from the autos we brought in. So we just have to wait here, just chill here, and it'll eventually produce everything we need. And I don't have to touch any factory now, it does it all itself. and the shipyard is only taking what it needs, so it will never waste anything. I can just look here at resource status. There are a few more things here, quite a few things. You can only do certain. It's only like 3,000 blocks per 2,500 per second. So let's just chill here. All right, now it's done. So, yep, that's how I make a ship in StarMade. Pretty simply, just by putting in the resources and just waiting until the ship is constructed. Thanks for watching.